So I would say that it's perhaps unlikely that they're going to be spending what we would think of as quality family time together at Christmas and New Year or birthdays.
Where do you see the family a year from now? We were talking earlier, me and Molly, about, do you think William and Kate are going to make a trip to California and we'll see them all at Disneyland together? Are they going to spend Thanksgiving together? Do you think that we're going to see them finally kind of reunite and not just the brothers?
Well, when Harry and Meghan left the UK as working royals and then left, the whole country, it was on a trial basis. And there was talk that even if they did decide to make a life away from Great Britain and away from the royal family, there would be, polite and loving even relations where they would come back. There was some talk at some point that Harry might like to come back with or without Meghan and still carry on some of his royal duties, though of course that was quickly snuffed out by the Queen herself, who put out that statement rather snubbing them in that idea of being able to serve without being working royals. So I would say that it's perhaps unlikely that they're going to be spending what we would think of as quality family time together at Christmas and New Year or birthdays. I mean, just remember that the Queen hasn't met her latest granddaughter. It doesn't seem likely that she's going to anytime soon. She's barely seen Archie for quite a while. So again, on a human family level, forget them being the royal family, there's already quite some frostiness and distance there. So I suspect if things can go well, maybe they'll have the occasional meeting, but I don't think it seems very high on anyone's agenda.
I'll cross Disneyland off the list.
Yeah, well, they do say, I mean, Meghan and Harry do say that the Queen sent them a present, I think, here and there, and they've said things like that. So I don't think necessarily there's overt animosity, but it's like any family. Sometimes we keep closer contact with people than other times, and some people we stay more in touch with than others. So I think just the very distance between the United States and the United Kingdom and the complications of either parts of this family being able to travel. I mean, it's a massive undertaking, even just on security level, for them to travel means that, jetting backwards and forwards isn't necessarily going to happen. Though I do remember, now I say that Meghan in her time as a working royal, despite saying they took away her passport, seemed to go on an awful lot of private jet trips for celebrating birthdays and baby showers and the like. So when they do want to travel, they can.
They absolutely can. Yeah. Obviously they have different restrictions and privileges than we do, but COVID is kind of still around, and that kind of adds a whole other layer to it, because if they are traveling here or traveling there and other people aren't allowed to yet, that opens a whole other can of worms for them.
Yeah, I think that's right. And they made a point of showing that Prince Harry did stick to the quarantine and only go out to this event and what have you. So I think that, again, because of their position, either side of this equation, as working royals or as, let's say, preaching woke celebrities, they're going to be wanting to show that they're doing everything properly. Even though their lives are nothing like ours, they're going to want to show that they're subject to the same restrictions as we are.